People speaking about eating nuts. They say nuts are healthy fats, but again, when someone is on a calorie cut, or if someone is on a fat burning goal, will that not be a harbinger? Again, people also talk about lean eating, lean protein, good fat. There were multiple terms coupled around this, which is what makes this entire food or diet chart preparation or nutrition a very complex activity. Would you throw light on what is that lean protein or lean eating or clean eating? Can we include those nuts in that, or nuts are always a big no-no?
Basically, nuts are rich in fats, okay, not in proteins.
True.
And nuts are something which are calorie dense food. If you have a fistful of nuts, it will contain at least 250 calories in it. Okay, so that is good for someone who is consuming more calories. Okay, if you are on a deficit and if you are just consuming nuts, you are only adding up a lot of calories, and the amount of satiety levels that you're gonna get having a fistful of nuts would be very less. Instead of fistful of nuts, you can have almost 70 grams of rice. I'm talking about the raw measurement. So you feel so satiating. Okay, so nuts not gonna help you when eating too much of nuts is not gonna help you when you're on a calorie deficit. When you want to cut that fat, in layman terms. Okay, so you better add something which adds up a lot of satiety in the food, and you should also consume less calories from that food. And coming to your good fat and bad fat, or lean protein, whatever, there is nothing like a good fat or a bad fat until and unless it is a trans fat.
Yeah, saturated fat or something.
Saturated fats are still good for you. It will help you to improve your HDL level.
But trans are those which we get in ready-made packaged foods, right? Yeah.
People, if at all, you recycle the oil again and again, that will convert into trans fat when you add up a carbohydrate source to it. Okay, so trans fats are something that we need to avoid. Rest of the fats are pretty much healthy. Okay.
And so these nuts, you said a fistful of nuts, and they take more time to be digested, right? About 2 to 3 hours compared to rice or whole wheat bread, etc. Right? Is that what makes us get that feeling of fullness, or having sometimes a bloated stomach? It's
not related. Okay, bloating is completely a different concept. Okay, I mean to say there are a lot of reasons for bloating, and nuts won't cause bloating until and unless you are allergic to nuts.
See, some folks who are
few people they're allergic to nuts and they get bloated whenever they consume nuts, or else there is no relationship between the bloating part and consuming nuts.
So, but are there